What's going on, guys? It's Wednesday, August 2nd, and we are in the garden tonight working on getting some weeds out of here, checking a few things, checking our carrots. We do have a cabbage we got to cut out of here, and really just getting rid of kind of our earlier season lettuce. You'll see as I kind of look around, a lot of this we are letting go to seed, and that's for a reason. I am trying to save a lot of our own seed this year, being that this was our first year in this location. And I do believe there's something to that, having your varieties of plants kind of adapting to your area. So I do think saving seed is a great option for you. This Russian kale is just crazy. We're gonna feed some of this to the pigs tonight. Good nutrients. The chickens like it. Especially some of this stuff that's yellow on the end. Got this cabbage here, and I think we're gonna let that one go a little bit longer. It's really forming, and a couple days that should be pretty good. So one thing you can see underneath, this is all arugula that has gone to seed, and I'm really letting it all go to seed. I'm gonna save a bunch of this. We're gonna have tons of volunteer arugula come up next year, which is always great. Love arugula, love that spice. So you can see it's definitely dried out. I really should get this out of here and get the seed saved. These are gonna go to the animals. Definitely learned this year, space some of this stuff out a little bit more, carrots in particular, give them room to grow. Did get a nice little zucchini out of it. So what we're gonna do here in a couple days, we're gonna clear all this lettuce out of here. We're gonna save the seed, and then we're gonna get ready. It's cooling down enough where we're gonna get a fall lettuce planting in right here. I have a really bad habit of planting way too much in the garden that we could ever use or store. A lot of greens that you can only eat so many greens, but really you can incorporate that in with your animals. The birds are gonna love them, so always feed that stuff to your birds. Great nutrients for your pigs as well, so don't let that stuff go to waste. Make sure you are giving it to whatever livestock you have. I was feeding the pigs, and all of a sudden I look across and Bucky is just hightailing across the field. So let's go check it out, make sure everything's good over here. I think he might have just heard I was coming. Bucky, what's going on? When we first started the channel, we did run that contest to name Ziggy back here. Definitely interested in doing that again. It seemed like it went over really well. We had a lot of fun with it. We had a lot of good suggestions from our viewers, so thank you guys. So we're definitely interested in doing that again sometime soon. Just not sure which animal it's going to be. I'm not sure if it's going to be the new ram if we bring one in, maybe one of the smaller pigs, maybe a chicken, who knows. We'll think about that, but look forward to that in the near future. Guys, just enjoying dinner. Best time of the night. You guys eat first. Our animals definitely eat supper before we do. It's all part of it. Take care of those that are going to take care of you. Or should I say, take care of those that are going to feed you. We did something I actually noticed last night. I'm going to check now. We didn't have any eggs in the box. We have that broody hen, and I did introduce those new chicks, so I'm not sure if something changed. I'm not sure why the chickens would do that. Let's go take a look at the egg box. All right, so broody hen's definitely in there, and she's ready for a fight. I don't see any eggs though. We'll have to push her off. Only 3 eggs. Yeah. We're gonna take a look around the chicken coop. They gotta be laying. I mean, they've been laying all year. I'm just not sure where they'd be laying. Like I said, they've been laying in the box all year, and now all of a sudden we can put the new chicks in. We have a broody hen and they just stop. Seems really weird. This is where I could use your guys' help. Anyone, any ideas out there, throw them in the comments below, and we'll definitely work through this. It's part of homesteading. It's part of the journey. You got to problem solve almost every day. One area I did not think to check was actually the pig shelters. Almost wondering if they're taking that as a new nesting area. Nothing in this one. So we checked the other shelter here. Nothing. This is really, really odd. Not sure what to do. We've never had this issue before as far as chickens just not laying. They have to almost certainly be laying somewhere. It's a shame because we don't want to lose these eggs. So we're just gonna keep looking. We're gonna look around. Hopefully within a day or so we find them. Sheep are gonna need water too. Got that. Clean out the dish. Yeah, and take a look at that. That's not gonna do it. So we just talked about this last night. The ram pump did shut off. Well, yesterday got it going and stopped again. So we got to get this thing going so it fills up for morning, because these animals aren't going to have a ton of water tonight. We're going to have to definitely give them fresh water for the day tomorrow. It's going to be pretty hot again. Got to make sure they have water at all times. It is typically the way it works. Problems don't just come one at a time. They usually come in bunches. So here we are now tonight. Simple night. I was just going to pick some stuff from the garden. We don't have eggs. We don't have water. What's coming next? We'll find out. Let's go fix the pump. I think what we're going to have to do is get out here early in the morning. Our chickens are typically laying early. Try to figure out where they're at and go from there to narrow our search down. This area is just too big. Not really sure where else to go, so that's probably what we're going to try to do. And look around in this area where it's pushed down, but you also have the pigs in here, so you have no idea. It's most likely just the pigs. Oh, and I realized I don't have my muck boots on. All right, so the feet are wet, but this is our hydraulic ram pump. And you can see the issue right here. You got water spraying from it. Most likely there's a little jam up. That's exactly what it was. Little piece of debris. Now I'll basically just clear this line, get out all the air bubbles, and we should, keyword, should be good to go. Usually I'll let it go longer than I even think it needs. Really make sure all that air is clearing this line. Let's try it. And there we go. Hopefully she holds. Sometimes you can hear some air kind of coming, so it might shut off again. We might have to continue to bleed this a few times, but usually bleeding the air 2-3 times is enough. So yeah, this is our hydraulic ram pump, and I'm not going to go into detail today, but I'm thinking about touching on this tomorrow and talking about how beneficial this is to our homestead, pumping water where you don't have electricity and getting water a pretty long distance and a pretty high elevation. This thing is fantastic for pumping water where you don't have electricity, and I'll definitely get into it tomorrow. So if you're interested in seeing a breakdown on how these things work, what they're used for, stay tuned for tomorrow's show, and we'll definitely dive into this contraption. But for now, we're just gonna listen to it tick. You can hear that from the house. You can hear that from up on the pasture. That clicking noise is what you want. That means water's pumping to the tank. And tomorrow morning, we're gonna have a full tank. So homesteading is something that's definitely gonna test your patience. It's definitely gonna teach you how to become more resilient, how to bounce back from failures. I've talked about it before, but try having animals die on you consecutive days. Try having multiple pigs for no reason, just be found dead in the pasture. It is challenging. It can be a struggle, but it's going to teach you how to overcome so many challenges. Tonight, I mean, not a huge deal. Can't find eggs, don't have water, but you need to learn how to troubleshoot. You need to learn how to, stay patient, which for many of us, myself included, is very difficult to do. And this stuff's going to teach you to become patient. You have to figure out a way. Again, these animals depend on you. Your livestock depends on you. They need water. The eggs, yeah, not the end of the world, but again, our goal here is to produce our own food. So if we can't find our eggs that we know are being laid out there in the pasture, really what's the point of it? I would say on the flip side though, I mean, you always try to look at the positive on things, and we got 3 eggs, so it's better than most. And we got a zucchini out of the garden. We have a lot of other stuff that we can just pull at will out of the garden. So I feel like we're in a good spot. All the animals are healthy. So you always have to look at it kind of glass, what do they say? Glass half full, Yeah, I guess that's what it is. But be optimistic, you know, enjoy what you're doing. You know, you're gonna run into these issues. It's all part of it. You learn, you move on, you continue to grow. Now that we ended on a high note, we get our water going again. We're gonna cut it here, guys. So if you like what we're doing, please support us. Again, we appreciate all the support we've gotten to this point. It has been fantastic. Love the interaction. So if you have any questions, any ideas, anything you're interested in for future conversation, love to hear from you. We'd love to discuss it. Can talk for days about this stuff. This truly is a passion. So drop those in the comments below. Please subscribe to our channel and have a great night, guys. Maybe we'll make this zucchini.